Hey everyone, it's Damien Coughlan here, the Irish Marketer, and I'm coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona today. Of course, another day in the 90-day challenge, another day where we can build, grow, and scale your business and take things to the next level. Of course, here in the United States, it's Memorial Weekend, and I want to, pay my respect to the men and women that, died serving the military. And take my hat off to everyone. So whatever you're doing, guys, be safe out there this weekend. And if you're watching around the world, maybe comment below where you're from, like, share, and comment below, guys. And let's share the knowledge here and take things to the next level. So, guys, today, first of all, I want to say, a shout out to Chris Record, because what Chris is doing here is quite phenomenal. He's building an amazing free group where you guys can learn from industry experts like Lawrence Aponte, Robert Napa, Peter Sorensen, many other people that are giving their time and effort to making sure that you can, take things to the next level. So I'm here, guys, giving back to you. I'm about actually to get on a flight in about 3 hours. So that's why I'm kind of dressed up a bit. So anyway, without further ado, guys, I know your time is valuable, so I'm going to jump straight into it. So the purpose of this video today, or this session, is print on demand, $600,000 in sales as a newbie in 7 months. So guys, just to set the stage, we're going to talk about, an introduction on who I am for those who don't know, a bit about the 90-day challenge, the future of print on demand. I'm also gonna, reveal who I use personally for my print on demands, and it's about 7 or 80%. My sole, print on demand specialist. I'm gonna go through the app. I'm gonna talk about the top niches that I recommend in 2017. I'm gonna go into some of the ad creatives, the ad copy that I use. Then I'm gonna jump into my Facebook ads. I'm gonna jump live into some of my ad accounts and take you through some of the key metrics that you want to look at, because I know a lot of people find analyzing the data one of the trickiest parts of e-commerce, and it's true, because when you master Facebook ads, you can master any traffic, and traffic is the number one thing that is going to contribute to a successful business. And then finally, just where you guys can follow me if you want to follow my journey. As you all know, guys, I started 6 months ago, and I've been constantly giving back free value to everyone. Because I want to build my brand, I want to build the Irish Marketer, and I find that this is the best way to network, right? We are stronger together than we are apart. Okay. So first of all, congratulations, guys. Everyone who has gotten this far so far in the 90-day challenge, you guys are awesome. You're action takers. And, that's one of the things that distinguishes, failure from, people who are successful. People who are successful are action takers. I moved here to Phoenix, Arizona to be with Chris Record, to be with Lawrence, to understand what is it that these guys are doing that I can follow suit and, learn from them. So taking action, it is so important nowadays, because the speed of everything is just phenomenal. Okay. Another piece of advice, guys, when you're in the 90-day challenge, I want you guys to be very busy. Okay. So if someone's got a question, give an input, because more than likely you're going to have a question come up, and you want people to give the same sort of value. Okay, so connect with like-minded people is the next piece of advice, right? So there are probably people that you're meeting in the groups that you connect with at some sort of level, right? Figure out what skill set they have, right? So maybe you can transfer skills. Maybe you're good at email marketing, and they're good at creating ad copy, or they're good at design. Okay. Investing in yourself, guys, is so important that, you invest in yourself, because at the end of the day, you are your own brand. When everything else fails, you're going to be left there, right? So you've got to really put in the time, read, go to seminars, go to events, connect. It's so important, right? You got to put that money back into yourself. And that's one of the things I'm trying to do, right? I'm building my brand, and I'm networking hard with Chris, and I'm doing a lot of great things right now. Another piece of advice, guys, study the data. You've got to study the data. So we've been testing over the course of 60, 70 days on the 90-day challenge. And we've got to really study the data and figure out what works best. Okay, another thing, guys, a lot of you are building teams right now. So I want you to listen to your team, okay? Say you have 4 people on the team, right? Those 4 people might have 4 different values. One person might value money. Another person might value time with their family. Another person might value work, right? They need so much, they need extra work. And another person might just want to, get a paycheck, right? Or they might want to say, oh, I want to only work 15 hours a week. So building a team, guys, is very, very important. Okay. So I want you guys to really study who are your employees and what do they value. Set goals for the rest of the challenge, right? I want you guys to, put in your goals, right? Don't just follow me or don't just follow what numbers I'm doing. You are your own yardstick, right? I want you guys to say, okay, put a stake in the ground and say, by the end of May, I'm going to have this amount of revenue. By the end of the week, I'm going to have this amount of revenue, and create some sort of Excel tracking file that can give you that information, right? And guys, share and celebrate your success. This is very, very important. When you hit that $100 a day, when you hit that $1,000 a day, I want you guys to really celebrate it. Share your triumph. Tell people that, I hit this is what I did to get there, etc. Right? And guys, for those that have not yet reached your goals, do not give up. I promise you guys, I was in your stage once upon a time 6-7 months ago, and it was so frustrating. I thought it would never work out, but I kept moving forward. I kept, anything that would stop me in my track, I was relentless. Okay, guys. So a lot of people, talk about print on demand being saturated, right? And honestly, guys, print on demand is here to stay. Print on demand is here to stay. It's just more that we've got to be more creative now. Okay, so unique products. Every week or every month now we have unique products coming in, passionate niches and amazing designs. These are 3 key things that I associate with winning products, right? With winning e-commerce stores, right? The products have to be unique, right? Finding great suppliers that will manage the supply chain. We all, have a unique skill. So if I'm good at marketing, I don't want to be involved in the supply chain. That's why, I outsource the supply chain to someone local, right? So I'm like, okay, I don't want to deal with the supply chain. Focus on driving traffic and a great customer experience. There are 2 things that I learned that I had to do, right? I knew I had to drive traffic and I had to have a great customer experience, because we all know, guys, there's 2 key metrics in e-commerce. One, the lifetime customer value. How much is that customer worth to you when you acquire it, okay? And how much you're willing to spend to acquire that customer. And also, the average order value, what is this customer worth to me on an average basis, right? So the next thing, guys, is the future of print on demand, right? Email lists, guys. Not enough people are building their email, okay? So you've got to really utilize your email. So when Facebook, this past 3 weeks, Facebook has been going through a major pixel update. So if you had an email list that was, 20, 30,000 people or 10,000 people, you could have been, supplying that email list with some product offerings while Facebook was figuring out the new update. Hire great designers, guys. A designer is the lifeblood of your business, right? They are the lifeblood of your business. You've got to be willing to pay extra to acquire their services. And, I can't specify how important it is to have a good designer. Upsell products, guys. Print on demand. Now, a lot of people are looking at average order value. So if you're selling a t-shirt, guys, I want you to upsell them with something else, maybe a necklace, or if you're selling a hoodie, upsell them with a t-shirt. There's some great apps out there, boost sales apps, and there is an app called In-Cart Upsell, which I use myself. The next point is continuity model, guys. So continuity model is like a subscription-based model. So say you acquire a customer and, you want to continually sell to those person, right? You want to continue to sell to that individual. So what happens is you can get that person locked in a monthly recurring offer. So for example, you can say, I'm going to supply you with 2 t-shirts a month for the next year. And then you can say, okay, it's going to be $49 a month, but the great thing about continuity is that you can estimate your supply and demand, right? You know how much is going to come in. You can predict that demand. So continuity is working great, and it was one of the key things that I got from Don Wilson's mastermind, which I attended recently in Las Vegas. Don Wilson, of course, gearbubble.com, and he is a fantastic marketer. So he gave me some great tips. Guys, test different price points. So a lot of people will just go with a price point of $19.99 for a shirt. So, and they haven't really tested whether or not their market is actually going to buy it at a higher price. So I want you guys testing, see, get that average order value up, be willing to spend some time and say, okay, what would happen to conversion rate if I boosted the price of the shirt from $19.99 to $22.99, okay? And then we can, if nothing changes, if conversion rate is the same, then we can boost it up to $24.99, okay? Don't be afraid to test pricing, guys. Focus on branding with a view to sell in 12 months. So as you saw at the start, guys, my first store has generated over $600,000. So when I met Chris back in November, I said to Chris, I want this store to generate $1 million in revenue in 12 months. Because I may want to sell that website in 12 months' time. We don't know, guys. But what we do know is that these assets will be worth money over time. Ensure you have a presence across social media. So make sure that your business is on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, etc. Right? We want traffic coming in from all different angles, okay? Treat your business with 100% commitment and it will thrive. So if you treat your business like a part-time hobby, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get part-time revenue. So the more you put in, guys, the more you get back, okay? Sorry, guys, I've been up all night, so I'm kind of a bit tired. So guys, the next thing is build out your fan pages. So each fan page is an asset, okay? I want you really to understand that. Each fan page is an asset, okay? And these assets can be eventually sold over time. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to possibly sell my site in a year's time. Those assets are going to add to the overall value of the e-commerce website, okay? So when you think about e-commerce, it's not just the website, it's the fan page, it's the email list. It's, potentially you have inventory. It's the customer list. It's the, the branding. It's the Instagram account. It's the team. Maybe you have a team that you can transfer out, right? So guys, don't be afraid to, maybe create some sort of mind map. Okay, what are the different components of your business and figure out how to build one individually. Okay? So guys, I'm going to move on right now and I'm going to talk about print-on-demand supplier. So guys, there are many great print-on-demand suppliers out there. Thomas Bell of Viral Style, Don Wilson of Gear Bubble, and Custom Cat, right? These are all great and I use them all. But when I moved to Phoenix, Arizona, I got in touch with a supplier and, he reached out to me and he was like, Damien, he says, I saw your background, you're coming from Apple, heavy on branding. And he was like, do you want to be part of my new print-on-demand company? Like, do you want to be part of the beta? And at first I was like not sure, and then I saw some of the individuals that were testing out these products, and I jumped on board. So back in November, I was one of 8 people to join the testing. Okay, and this supplier had unique products, a fantastic supply chain. I met up with him a few times in Arizona. So as soon as I met him, I was like, this is a great business model. I'm going to take this on board. I'm going to test it. So I tested hundreds of designs. And over time, I started getting sales. I started identifying my buyers, hired a great designer. And, this turned out to be a great supplier. So I'm going to go into the supplier in the next few slides and take you through some of the ideas. Okay. So I hired a project manager. If you guys see some of my videos in the past, I'm big on like handing off that work that I can't deal with. So if someone else can do a better job than me, I'm going to hand off that work. Okay. I was religious in creating those designs, cutting the losers and scaling the winners as far as possible I can do, right? And, the other thing is, so I'm going to create a full-length case study. And maybe like next week or the week after, I'm going to take a product that I've done and do the entire case study, okay, the design, everything. And that will be available, you know, for anyone who signs up to the irishmarketer.info. Okay, guys? So I'm going to go through the app. So before I jump into the app, I'm going to, you know, say this is very easy to use. It's got a wide variety of products, high tops, low tops, sneakers, boots, casual, shoulder bags, right? These products are really, really hot right now. And, you know, all this work can be outsourced to a VA, okay? Another thing, guys, is the customer service is fantastic. You know, one of the big things I see in a lot of the e-commerce stores is that basically the customer service is just too much for people to handle, and they just get stressed out. But in reality, guys, this is something you need to hand off. Okay, our goal, as we all know, guys, is to focus on the most valuable task we can perform. Okay, so let's jump into the app right now. Okay, let's see. And by the way, this app, the app owner that I connected with actually sold 3 million in shoes. So when I heard those stats, I was like, I want to jump on board. And he, you know, he was very good to me. Okay, so let's jump into the app right now. So I'm in the app, and basically before I begin, let's just take a look at some of the stats, right? So October the 16th to May the 25th, I've done $609,000 with this app. And these stats, I think this was May the 25th, which was like yesterday. So yesterday I did $5,000. And anyone who wants to get the access to this, basically to the app, just sign up here, give me access now. And you know, we can there's so much training, there's so much knowledge. You know, let's take a quick look here. So guys, you can watch the full video later, but you know, we have a range of products: bags, shoes, socks, casual shoes, boots. You know, over 3,000 entrepreneurs use Pillar Profits today, guys. So again, guys, if you want the app and you want to get, you know, some of the information that I'm going to be giving out on my email list, just join here at the irishmarketer.info. Okay, let's get back to business, guys, and let's give you some more value. So let's talk about niches right now. So the best way to really learn about a niche, guys, is to live inside it. And that is so true. You know, a lot of times today people, you know, don't know enough about the niche. Okay, so I recommend going on Google, going on Pinterest, you know, finding, you know, places where these customers hang out. Okay, so forums, clubs, associations, celebrities, etc. Okay, my top 10 favorite niches in 2017, guys, and I've tested a lot of niches: nurses, fishing, coffee, beer, golf, yoga, cycling, veterinarian, camping, and the cat niche. Okay, and as you guys know, I actually run a general store. One of my stores is a general store, and the reason why I love general stores is I can test as many products as possible. Okay. So here, these are ideas that you guys can, you know, experiment with yourself. You know, the nurse is so hot right now. Fishing, again, coming into summertime, guys. Yoga, cycling, these are all fantastic niches. Okay. So let's jump into ad copy right now. And let's try and move this over here, possibly. Okay. So guys, ad copy, very, very important. You have to test which ad copy works best for you, okay? So my ad copy works as follows, right? Ask a question, follow up with something to grasp attention, drop in the URL, encourage people to like and share, add an image, right? Something, a unique image, not something that's like a stock image. I want you guys to be creative. And then real life work better than basic mock-up. That's so true. Like a real life, maybe like someone sending you a picture of the actual design, That is what works best, guys, you know. So let's just have to take a look, guys, how easy the app is. Okay, so let's go into the app and let's add a product. And let's just say we're going to do shoulder bags, okay? We're going to call this Parrot shoulder bag, all right? And then we're going to come in here and we're going to take the image. We're just going to drag it here, all right? You can see here, right, that beautiful looking design. And then we're going to go review and publish. And then we're going to say, grab your Parrot shoulder bag today. All right, and then we're just going to give it a price. And then we're, you know, you can update the description, but for now I'm just going to show you guys. So publish, and then we're going to go click to view the product in Shopify. So now it's going to take us to the store, right? How it's going to look inside in your Shopify admin. And then we can go here, we can go view, right? This is how it's going to look on your website. So there you have it, guys. So quick, so easy. Let's try maybe one more. Let's go back to, let's see here, back to the app. And we're going to try some, let's try some, see, there's all different types, backpacks, women's, men's, etc., right? Let's try some high tops. Let's try some black ones. And again, we take the two designs and we just go, let's see. It's going to be Parrot top. Then we can just go. You can actually you can add multiple different combinations, which is fantastic. But for now, let's just do one product. So we're going to review and publish again. And we're going to come in here and we're going to say your Parrot high tops. Okay. Just as an example. And I forgot to put in the price, but click to view the product in Shopify. You know, we can update the product here too. So it's going to be 69, or let's do 59. Save all changes. Close that out. I'm going to go here and view. So there you have it, guys. Very clean. And you know, the good thing about Pillow Profits as well is that they give you all the mock-ups. So they're going to give you all the mock-ups. So let's see here. So they have a fantastic team. They give you all the videos, all the mock-ups, etc., right? And I think let's log in. Okay, basically I don't want to go in today because I want to keep you guys focused. So let's go back to the agenda. But basically, guys, super easy to use, and I recommend you guys check it out. So again, guys, the irishmarketer.info is where you can go for that. So getting back to the presentation, let's talk about ad copy, okay? So a lot of people ask me for my recommendation on ad copy. So right now, guys, what's working for me is a 1200 by 1200 static image, right, of the picture, right? Really good quality. Also 1200 by 1650. 1200 by 1650 is just that longer copy, right? It looks longer on your Facebook feed, and that works as well. But the objective that gets me the best engagement and the cheapest clicks is the website conversion video slideshow. So this is a sequence of 10 static images that you can actually put together and it looks like a video. You can add background music, and I generally keep those videos for 10 seconds or less, and this gets very, very cheap clicks. And the whole purpose of ad copy, guys, is that, it's attention, interest, decision, action, right? So first of all, grab the attention. Are you a cat lover? Etc., etc. And I'm going to show you an example now in the next slide. Okay. So here's an example of some of the shoes that we did on Pillow Profits. Okay. So see the way my first question is, I'm engaging straight away, right? Love Spain. It's like love Spain. It's like love USA, love Ireland. Comment below which part you are from. Now, the reason why I said comment below which part you are from is because I want engagement to start on the ad. I want the social proof to start on the ad. I want to tell Facebook that, yes, this is an ad that not only is the relevance score high, but that people like the ad, right? This is something that Facebook should show more to their community. So people are going to start typing below, from Barcelona, from Madrid, etc., etc. Now, this is going to build the social proof of the ad. Then my next call, it's a call to action, right? Order, and then I have a little emoji, and then it's showing the URL of the product. Okay, so it's you can see there's a space between the top the top engagement and the actual call to action, and then the following, which is, I'm promoting people to share this, because the more likes and shares, the more possibility that I'm going to get organic reach, and that's very important, guys. Okay. So again, very, very simple ad creative, and these ad creatives actually, they're available on the Pillow Profits app. And also when you go through my link, guys, and I'm not getting anything for this, for this promotion. I'm just showing you guys what worked for me. I can send you guys copies of what are the best creatives, what are the best niches, etc., etc., right? Now, guys, the next thing I'm going to go through, right, is I'm going to go through Facebook ads. So now, guys, we have the app, we have the ad creative. Now we want to figure out, how do we run these ads? How do we analyze the data? What are the key metrics we should be looking at? Okay. And the Facebook ads metrics that I use are, number one, frequency. Number two, reach, CPM, CPC, CTR, add to cart, purchase, cost per purchase, purchase conversion value, total conversion value, results, impressions, amount spent today, and total amount spent. Now, frequency, guys, and these are columns that you should set up in your Facebook ads, right? And I'm going to go through these columns in a second, where I'm going to jump in live to one of my Facebook ads accounts, and I can do them right now. But basically, frequency is the average number of times that your particular ad has been shown to the same person. Okay, so the higher the frequency, the more expensive it's going to cost you, right? Because say you have an audience of 100,000 people, and you've spent already $100 or $200. That same person has seen your ad, and that's not good, right? So let's just dive straight into Facebook ads right now, because I know that a lot of people were wondering, what metrics should I look at? How do I cut off an ad? How do I know to scale an ad? So let's come in here, right? So I'm in here in one of my ad accounts, and basically, let's see, can we get a better view? All right. So let's move this over here. So guys, right now we're in the ad set, right? Remember, campaign, ad set, and ad. There are three different levels. So we're in the ad set level now, where all the optimization happens, okay? So let's go from left to right. Let's just sort by cost per purchase, right? Okay. So guys, the frequency, the average number of times each person saw your ad, okay? I mentioned that earlier, okay? The reach, the number of people who saw your ads at least once. The CPM, the cost per 1,000 impressions, okay? How much is it costing you to reach 1,000 people? And I want the CPM to be under $10, okay? I want it to be under $10. That is my key metric, right? The number of link clicks, how many people actually clicked on the link that took them to your destination, right? Okay. Cost per click link, very, very important here. The cheaper the cost per click, the more people we're going to get to our website, right? So the higher it's going to cost us, the less people are going to go, obviously, right? So I typically look at 50 cents or less. I want 50 cents or less cost per click. The click-through rate on the link click. So there's two types of click-through. There's the regular click-through and then the click-through on the actual link. Website so this is the add to cart. How many people have added the product to your cart but not purchased? This is the number of purchases. This is the purchase conversion value. So how much did each purchase give me in a revenue dollar? Okay. Now this does not include the actual shipping. So you just got to take that into consideration when estimating your cost per purchase. There is a piece of code that guys can send you through my email, no problem. The next is obviously the purchases, and then I have another here for cost per purchase. Now the cost per purchase is the average cost of each purchase. Okay, so if I make $100 in revenue, and I spend $10 on that. Sorry, the metric is the total amount divided by the purchase. Okay, so $10 divided by $100. Okay. Okay, so you can see here, right? So let's look down some of the cost per purchase, right? Now I have a lot of ads running right now. I'm testing. I'm always testing, guys. I'm always testing. Okay, so you can see here, right? You can see these are all test ads because basically this is the amount I've spent today and this is the total amount I've spent, okay? So basically, guys, we stopped here at the cost per purchase, the average cost of each purchase, right? So you can see here, guys, I made two purchases. I spent $18 and I generated $280, right? That's the cost per purchase. So it's $6 cost per purchase, okay? And you can see here my budget is $25 daily, okay? You can see here I made 4 purchases. I spent $43 in total, and I actually got $445 in revenue. So one of the metrics I use, guys, is called ROAS. ROAS is return on ad spend. So I'm always looking at the amount I've spent against the actual website purchase conversion value. That's important. So the amount spent, what did I spend to generate the revenue? So you can see here another one, spent 19, made 159, spent 37, made 283. These are all profitable ads because the products I'm selling, I can afford to spend more money on them because my margins are higher, right? I sell it at a higher price. So that's why you'll see a lot of these cost per purchases are higher because I know my magic metric. The magic metric is how much you're willing to spend on a purchase conversion, right? That's very important. You got to know your metric. You got to know your data. So you can see here, guys. So for the past 7 days, I spent $4,712 in total, and I generated $16,000. So that's a ROAS of over 3. Okay, so spend $1 to get $3. Okay, in revenue. So I spent 4,700 to get 16. So you got to know your metrics. You got to know how much I got to spend on ads or how much I got to spend on cost of goods sold, etc., etc. So here's, guys, this is how I would set it up. I would put frequency, reach, CPM, link clicks, cost per click link, CTR, website, add to carts, website purchases, purchase conversion value, the budget. So you know then, right? Okay, these are ads that I've scaled, right? But as you know, right, guys, I start everything at $5. I start all my ads at $5. So this is one that I have not yet scaled, $5, but the rest I have started to scale and I've duplicated them out. So a lot of my ads I have my ad sets. I've duplicated them, right? So I'm all about, I'm hoping that if I launch 100 ad sets, 20 of them are going to be good, and then I'm going to cut the rest. Okay. So you can see here. So the amount spent today, I spent 657 so far today. So that's a basic look around my ads. And again, guys, you've got to be willing to look into the data. So if I take, for example, if I go and take, let's maybe look into one of these products. Okay, cancel that. Let's look at, I don't think I can show you right now, guys, but I hope this is of value, right? Let's see, purchase. You can look at the data. So you can look at the data by age and gender, region. So if you take like by age and gender, you can see what exactly who's buying what, right? And let's get rid of this. So for this ad, where I've got like, let's see. So you can see, right, the cost per click, is different for each age group. And I'm not showing you the age groups because you can see all my products, but basically, see how different the cost per click link is for each age group. So 9 cents here, right? 9 cents, 27 cents here, 71, 28, 11, etc., etc. That's why, you guys, you gotta figure out who exactly is your buying customer, because you're gonna get cheaper clicks on different age groups and different demographics. Another metric I look at is country. All right. So when you look at country, it's going to tell you, CPM. Like here, this is a high CPM here, right? This is the United States. My CPM is high, right? Because I'm probably competing against a lot of people for this country, right? This country's. But then you look at something like Russia. Russia is 125. So that's why I encourage people, when you master USA, I want you guys to start going out and figuring out worldwide, right? Because there's a huge market. In today's day and age, more and more people are becoming confident with buying online. You just look at all the retail stores that are shutting down right now. E-commerce is definitely taking over. So we're 37 minutes through. So again, guys, become a master in Facebook ads, and set up your columns, right? You can customize your columns here. So come in here to customize columns, and then you can just decide which columns you want, and then you can drag them over here to the right hand side. And hugely powerful, guys, hugely powerful. Okay. So let's go back to the presentation, and let's see where we are right now. So here are all the metrics you guys can take. You can take them down and make sure that they're in your columns and you're looking at it correctly. Okay. So what else? Okay, so here are some of the things I've already said. Small budgets. So guys, as you all know, I'm a big believer on $5 ad sets, right? $5, because I want to test as many products as possible in the hope of finding one big winner. Okay. So small budgets, start off $5 budgets, and then, slowly and surely, bump that. Maybe you can either, well, personally, I don't like to bump up the value too much. I like to duplicate, because if I have a wide audience, I like to duplicate. But you guys, if you want to raise the price, from $5 to 10 to 20, etc., I recommend to, increase your budget 20% every 48 hours, or something like that. The higher you're going to bump your budget, the more difficult it is for Facebook to adjust and to, get back in sync with the algorithm. Okay. Because after all, guys, Facebook, it's an algorithm, right? So the more budget you give them, the more likely they're going to spend it. Okay. So you've got to give it time. You've got to be patient with Facebook. Okay. So try not touch a winning ad set. That's one of the things that has helped me in the past. I remember back in November when I started off, I was doing really well, and then I started to change all the ad sets. I was like messing with the interest groups. I was messing with the conversion window. I was messing with everything, and it just messed up the whole thing. So guys, skill levels up, fear levels down. So when you become confident in Facebook, you can do anything, right? But you gotta learn the Facebook fundamentals. There are so many different trainings available, guys. So don't be afraid to go back in the 90-day challenge and to look at the trainings and to get that piece of knowledge that is going to take your skill levels to another level. I also look for CPM. So CPM is the cost per thousand. So I look for anything under $10. So anything over $10, I'm shutting off. Because the CPM is basically how much is it costing me to show, to a thousand people, right? CPM, yeah, cost per thousand. The link click, the cost per link click, I want it to be about 50 cents, okay? So if we go back to my ads, I think, let's see, none. And let's see my cost per click link. So you can see it's averaging at 24, which is fantastic. Those link clicks are crazy, right? That's how I get so much traffic to my website. Look, 7 cent click, 8, 9, 10, right? 12, 13, right? These are all super low clicks. And it's very important, guys. Very, very important. And again, guys, video has cheaper clicks. If you're getting, guys, a lot of people are getting a lot of add to cart but no purchase, then I would test your shipping, right? Your shipping could be basically people may not be in agreement with your shipping. Maybe your shipping is too high. Maybe if you reduce it down, you might get more purchases, or else they're not confident, you know, with some part of the sales funnel. There's something not right. Okay. So guys, lookalike audiences are very important. So you can base it off the content name. So you could have so each product has an ID. So you can base the lookalike off the ID, or else you can base it off the, URL contains, cycling, or URL contains biking. And then that's going to take people, that viewed your product, and it's going to build a lookalike. So you can build it off view content, add to cart, or purchase. And again, guys, if you're starting off and if you're a newbie, I recommend you guys focus on the USA market first. And when you master the USA market, then you can say, okay, what other countries are going to buy from me? ROAS, return on ad spend. Again, guys, I spoke earlier. If I spend $1 on ad spend, I want to get $3 in return in revenue. Okay. Again, guys, these are my metrics. Each niche is, their own analysis, right? You may have a different niche to me, etc. More tips on Facebook, guys. Keep your relevancy score high. So the relevance score basically is how relatable is the product offering to the customer. So you hear Chris talk a lot about the product to the customer match, okay? So I want you guys really to focus on the relevancy score. Mine is usually about 9 or 10, okay? If you're entering a new niche, guys, so say you want to sell in the fishing niche, I recommend you guys to do flex targeting. So since the fishing niche is so broad and it's a huge market, when you do flex targeting, basically it's going to condense your audience into a really, really laser focused audience, right? So, the way I would do it would be, I would say, okay, Facebook, show me everyone who likes fishing and who likes, the fishing magazines, that are hot today. So fishing and anyone who likes each one of these magazines and anyone who likes, the fishing brand. Okay. That way, then that's going to bring your audience from 20 million down to 800,000, 700,000. Then you have a really, really laser targeted, interest group, right? And again, guys, flex targeting, I speak about it a lot. And anything I speak about, guys, is I practice it, right? Frequency gets higher when you have smaller audience size. Yes. So as you build out your ad sets and you build out your ads, you're going to reach people. Okay. And the more people you reach, the more likely you're going to run out of audience. Okay. So what happens then is the frequency score is going to go higher. So what I usually do is I remove a level of flex, or I just duplicate the ad set and, get a bigger audience size. Okay. Get yourself a Facebook rep, guys. It's very important. Have a backup account. So in Business Manager, so everybody should have a business manager. I recommend you guys to get extra ad accounts, because you never know when you're going to get shut down. Touch wood, I haven't been shut down yet, but you guys can create additional ad accounts. So don't be afraid to do that. Excuse me. You can share your pixel now, guys. So you can share your pixel from your main ad account to your backup ad account. And that way then, if your main ad account gets shut down, you're not going to lose all that pixel data. So be very important. You got to share that pixel to your new ad account. Treat Facebook like part of your business. This is so crucial, guys. Everyone thinks about, Shopify. Shopify is just one part of your business. Facebook is the other part, and it's a huge asset to you guys. So you've got to build those relationships. You've got to invest in Facebook ads. You've got to, be willing to spend that money, right? If you're spending so much on Shopify apps, there's no reason, and basically Shopify apps and credit card transaction fees, there's no reason why you shouldn't be investing into Facebook ads. And as I said earlier, guys, know your magic metric. The magic metric is how much am I willing to spend to acquire a customer, right? Or how much am I willing to spend to get a purchase conversion, right? Finally, guys, if you want to follow me, I'm very active. I do a lot of free value. Again, guys, I'm new to becoming an entrepreneur, but I'm very passionate and I'm very ambitious to, getting out there in the marketplace and becoming a brand. That's why I'm building this Irish marketer, and I'm connecting with people like Chris, Peter Sorensen, Robert, Lawrence, and you can follow me on Facebook, Snapchat. So a lot of you guys see me, I'm crazy on Snapchat. Every day I'm sharing knowledge, I'm sharing advice. Instagram, I travel a lot, guys, because I believe in networking. I was in Vegas recently with Don Wilson, so I believe that you got to get out there from your desk. So not every day is going to be at the office. Say pick a day in the week where you're actually going out and you're connecting with like-minded individuals. My website, guys, DamienCoughlan.com. The Irish Marketer I'm going to start building that website out soon. And again, guys, if you want to get the app, it's www.theirishmarketer.info. Okay, and that is basically it, guys. And also, if you're not in the 90-day challenge, you should be, because it's a fantastic group. Every day it's growing, and that's thanks to the people who are contributing to the group, not just myself and the rest of the crew, but the entrepreneurs and anyone else who has been given advice. So we're 47 minutes in. As I said earlier, guys, this was a kind of a spur of the moment video, so I apologize if it wasn't as professional as it should have been. But again, we're just trying to give value each day to you guys, and hopefully you guys can take action. As I mentioned earlier, there are many print-on-demand apps out there, and this is just one of the ones that I use that has really allowed me to scale my business very quickly. And going back over and just to summarize, guys, keep at it, keep focused. I was once in your position, and it was tough at times. Every day was like, I felt like I was getting no progress, and eventually things started happening very quickly, So again, guys, I hope this is of value to you. This is Damien Coughlan, the Irish Marketer. I wish everyone the very best of success for the rest of May, and have a great weekend, guys, and I will talk to you again on the next one. Over and out, Damien Coughlan, the Irish Marketer.